Thanks for joining us on this edition of National Focus. I'm Kerdisha St. Coming up, Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit highlights achievements during tenure as CARICOM Chairman, CBI for Sustainable Development, and Aid Bank rebooting with the new business model. Stay tuned for more on these and other stories after this.
Introducing the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app, available for download from the Google Play Store, One Mobile Market, and the Government of Dominica's website. Access to all ministries and sub-departments' phone, email and office addresses and websites. Simply select a ministry and the sub-department. You can dial directly from the app or save the numbers to your phone contacts. It's convenience at your fingertips.
Is my passport ready for pickup? Good. It really works.
Download the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app today.
Thanks for staying with us. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, while addressing the 28th Intersessional Heads of Government meeting of the Caribbean Community in Guyana, highlighted some of his achievements during his tenure as a chairman. Honorable Skerrit served as chairman of CARICOM from July to December 2016. At the meeting, he detailed his visit to Haiti and the Bahamas in October last year, following the passage of Hurricane Matthew.
In the course of my chairmanship, I visited Haiti and the Bahamas, accompanied by the Secretary General, the Executive Director of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, CDEMA, and other officials, to see firsthand the devastation wrought by Hurricane Matthew. In both countries, the extent of the damage was severe. The government of Haiti reported more than 500 deaths, along with 1.5 million people in urgent need of humanitarian assistance, including 120,000 families whose homes were destroyed or severely damaged. Further, the worst of the devastation occurred in the agricultural belt, which affected the food supply of the country. Agriculture and fishing were also badly affected in the Bahamas, along with homes and infrastructure on the 3 islands which were hardest hit. The damage was estimated at more than US $500 million.
Honorable Skerrit stated that CARICOM once again demonstrated unity in assisting the affected countries.
The community demonstrated once again the depth of its togetherness when our people rallied to assist the affected countries. CDEMA provided exceptional service in the wake of the disaster through its coordination of relief efforts and technical support on the ground. On my request and on behalf of the community, CDEMA also arranged for 2 schools in the most affected communities to be rehabilitated as a legacy contribution to Haiti's recovery effort.
The outgoing CARICOM chairman also spoke of the importance of the Green Fund in mitigating the effects of climate change in the Caribbean.
The increasing intensity and frequency of these climatic events force us to face the reality of climate change. Hardly any of us in the region has been untouched in some form by the effects of the phenomenon, and this emphasizes the need for the implementation of the measures contained in the Paris Agreement. Of particular importance to us is a Green Climate Fund, which has been established to assist in adapting to and mitigating the effects of climate change. It is critical that there must be relatively quick access to this fund by those it is intended to assist. As laudable as it is, it will be of minimal impact if disbursement is as sluggish as has been the experience with other institutions and agencies.
CARICOM was established by the Treaty of Shaakira, which took effect on August 1, 1973. Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit is succeeded by President David Granger from Guyana. Meantime, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica and outgoing Chairman of the Caribbean Community, Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, thanked heads of government of CARICOM for expressing concern over the February 7th protest held by opposition parties. The Honorable Prime Minister was speaking at the 28th Intersessional Heads of Government meeting of CARICOM in Guyana on Thursday.
Mr. Chairman and colleague heads, on a rather personal note, I wish to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to those leaders who called and otherwise inquired about the social events in Dominica following the rebellious acts of the leadership of the opposition in Dominica 2 Tuesdays ago.
Honorable Skerrit explained that the situation in Dominica is under control.
This situation at home, I can assure you, is under control, and I expect that a thorough investigation will be carried out in those disturbances with a view to bringing the perpetrators of any and all unlawful behavior to justice. Again, Dominicans by and large are appreciative of the interest shown and the solidarity expressed.
Honorable Prime Minister Skerrit is accompanied by CARICOM's ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Felix Gregoire. In more news, the Honorable Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, has expressed clearly that his government's objective is to bring about sustainable development using funds from the Citizenship by Investment program. At the Private Sector Forum last week, Honorable Skerrit explained how government is using the funds for sustainable growth.
In my last budget address, you would have noted that all of our capital projects are being financed from inflows from the CBI program. These include, among others, all of which can be found in the financial estimates presented to the Parliament: the West Bridge, the reconstruction of the Douglas Chelsea Airport, all of the roadworks, the eradication of pit latrines and the housing revolution, and the National Employment Program. The objective of the government is to use these funds to grow and expand the economy, provide a source of cheaper financing for the private sector, eradication of poverty, and setting down a modern infrastructure to accommodate the growing economy.
He told the forum that the success of the CBI program is in their best interest.
In the CBIP, we have created a product that is internationally competitive, a winner, and a leader in the regional push to attract foreign indirect investment and stimulate job creation. Moreover, unlike that which obtained in the banana industry, the CBIP is a product which is owned by us, is marketed by us, and from which the direct benefits flow into our treasury and our economy. My friends, it is in the interest of the private sector to do all that is possible to ensure that the CBIP succeeds. For success of the CBIP is a guarantor of success of the private sector.
The nation's leader explained further that because of the CBI program, his government can focus on reconstructing personal and corporate taxes for sustained growth of the economy.
So the success of the CBI program will also result in the strengthening and stabilization of the fiscal situation of this country. This will allow government to adopt a bolder approach to review both personal and corporate taxes and set these at levels more conducive to private sector growth and expansion. My friends, like all other products, the CBIP will not last forever. While we would all like to see it extend well into the future, we have to be pragmatic and grasp the present opportunities to the fullest. Others are busy working overtime to determine how they can outperform our program. And when they talk about the sustainability, all of these investments in the private sector, that's part of the strategy of the government to sustain the revenues we're generating from the CBI.
The finance minister also revealed that funds from the program have been set aside in a vulnerability risk fund managed by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. He explained that this fund was established to respond quickly to natural disasters or other external shocks.
So rest assured, my friend, this Prime Minister is no fool. I am a very pragmatic leader, and I know that all things don't last forever. And therefore, we have to invest this money to be able to have it 10 and 15 years down the road when you, the private sector, will be paying back the monies to us and will use this. And by setting down the infrastructure, good roads, you need good roads for your businesses. You need good ports, as you recognize there, for your businesses, for it to expand the economy. And how do we go about financing this in a time when access to cheaper financing is of concern.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Children, yell and tell. If someone tries to abuse you, tell until someone believes you and they do something about it.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Welcome back. The Agriculture and Industrial Development Bank, Aid Bank, is reporting continued changes to the internal functions of the bank in efforts to improve the services offered as well as to improve the sustainability of the Aid Bank. In delivering his statement at the 24th Annual General Meeting of Shareholders recently, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Aid Bank, Martin Charles, reported that the bank is rebooting with a new business development model.
The bank is rebooting with a new business development and delivery model, which will enhance its relationship with its clients, raise performance, efficiency, and income while maintaining development impact. This, we believe, is the trajectory of sustainable growth for the bank and, by extension, the country.
The chairman stated that during the last financial year, the bank continued to roll out the action plans outlined in its strategic plan for 2014 to 2017. He highlighted some of the activities carried out during the financial year ending June 2016, which included the beginning of the rebranding of the institution.
The following are highlights of activities geared at achieving our goals and objectives. To enhance its customer care and corporate image, the credit operations and other staff receive training in contemporary selling techniques and planning its marketing activities. The bank also began exploring the rebranding of the institution. To improve internal business processes, the bank is tackling head-on its internal controls, which are being strengthened through new and enhanced policies and procedures. Revised credit and human resource policies and procedures were both approved during the financial year.
In efforts to augment the data and information use in decision-making, the Management Information Systems units of the Aid Bank involved in several projects aimed at improving access to data and information, as well as improving responsiveness to the needs and circumstances of customers. The bank also sought external consultation in reviewing its human resource capacity and is looking forward to implementing the findings of those consultations during the current financial year. In more news, government has spent in excess of $300,000 on housing repair in the community of Tetmon. This is according to the Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Grand Bay constituency, Justina Charles, who also revealed that government has constructed 9 houses for residents. She noted, however, that there have been difficulties due to complications with persons unable to afford labor.
There are some people who are challenged even when we give them the material. So you will come to me and you will say, nurse, my house is leaking, or I need a few plywood, or I need a few galvanized, and we will try to help. But some people are still challenged to even use the material that we give to them. And because of that, we have sat at cabinet and we have decided we are going to change the way in which we give the assistance for housing. Tetmon is a small community, Grand Bay is a small constituency, Dominica is small. So we know what is happening around. We have had experiences in our discussion in cabinet. We found that some people, you give them the material, some of the material is still under their house and they cannot move forward because they do not have money to pay the labor. Some of them, we give them the LPO to pick up the material. They do not have the money to even pay the transport to bring it up. So it's not labor they will be able to pay. And it's not your fault that it is like that. And that is why the Labour Party government continues to go out and reach out to those people who are less fortunate and cannot help yourself.
She revealed the solution which Cabinet came up with to assist with this problem.
Instead of, let us say I have $150,000, and I will say, but you have to help me in that process. You have to help us. I will say I have $150,000. While I would like to touch everybody, as many people as possible with it, But I do not want to give you the material and it is stored because you are challenged, you cannot move forward. So what we've decided as a cabinet is to now look at, if free people come to me, they have housing issue, let us see if we can get somebody to go out there, do an assessment of the situation. When the person do the assessment of the situation, we will now say, all right, the assessment the person made is saying we need 15,000 to do the work on this person's house. It is better we do the 15,000 work one time and get it out of the way than we give you $5,000 worth of material.
She urged community members who have not yet received housing assistance to exercise patience.
Instead of giving 20 people from the 150,000 I have, let me give 10 people and finish with them. So it means therefore 10 move, so the others will fall in line. So your turn will come. Okay? So you have to help me. And I do not want you to get disgruntled because you have not gotten. Our aim and objective is to help as many people as we can to transform people's lives. But we cannot do it all at once.
And finally, this news time, the Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Johnson Jaigo, has reminded farmers of Tetmon that they can benefit from the over $10 million made available under the Agricultural Investment Unit, AIU, in the Aid Bank. He stated this during a town hall meeting earlier this week.
The government took a decision that is going to make $10 million available for the agricultural sector. And let me tell you something. These $10 million are coming from the CBI funds, which Honorable Douglas will tell you a lot more about in his presentation. These funds have been placed in the Aid Bank for on lending to farmers. Now, one of the things that I am being told when I go around, our small farmers do not believe that these funds are for them because they are saying that the funds are in the Aid Bank and therefore it's going to be too challenging for them to reach these funds. But this is not the case. Government ensured in the agreement with the Aid Bank that the $10 million, if you need $5,000, if you need $1,000, if you need $2,000, if you need 10, if you need 50, there are structures in place to ensure that you can have access to that fund.
He had this message for elderly farmers.
It is for you as well. Any amount of funds you need based on your plantation, based on the size of your plantation, you can go to the Aid Bank and sit down and negotiate with the Aid Bank with support from the station here in Grande and the Ministry of Agriculture, and you will be able to get some of the funds. Because from the 0 to 15,000, you do not need to bring in much collateral.
The Honorable Minister described some of the basic steps to acquiring a loan at the Aid Bank.
The most important thing is to be able to demonstrate to the Aid Bank that yes, I have been planting vegetables for the past, for some of you, 10, 15 years, I'm sure. I've been planting vegetables over the years. This is the production that I have been yielding, and now I'm getting of age. I cannot afford to do all of the labor. I need some funds to assist in paying my workers, to assist me in meeting the production that I need. I need some funds to assist me in buying my little chemicals and fertilizers. So therefore, all I need is $3,000. And you'll be surprised to know how far you can reach with a small investment of $3,000 in your vegetable business.
He informed the farmers of the 6 months grace period afforded to them as well.
And I can assure you, if you come to the ministry, we will assist you in whatever way possible to walk you through with the Aid Bank to get your share of that funds. But rest assured, whatever funds you secure at the Aid Bank is going to be a loan, a soft loan of just 3% interest, and you have 6 months grace period before you start repaying.
And that's the English segment of the news. Shaakira Pierre is up next with Creole Highlights.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Premier ministre Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit à Guyana pour 2 jours pour 28 conférences toute cette communauté Caraïbe la CARICOM. Honorable Skerrit a doué cérémonie là, quand il était chairman communauté Caraïbe la pour 6 mois, juillet pour décembre l'année passée. Pendant la parole, Honorable Skerrit parlait contre achievement pendant qu'il était chairman CARICOM. Il parlait contre il était visité Haïti et puis Bahamas après cyclone Matthew, t'es dommagé ces pays ça là. Honorable Skerrit dit plaisir pour voir comment tout pays en Caraïbe là venir ensemble pour aider Haïti et puis Bahamas parce que yon lo moun te perd tout ça yo te ni. Premier ministre a aussi dit problème climate change c'est pas blague. Quand tout pays Caraïbe là yon manière et ben yon l'autre j'ai souffert de problème ça là. Ambassadeur pour communauté Caraïbe là pour Dominique, His Excellency Félix Grégoire, à Guyana pour conférence là aussi. En d'autres nouvelles, ministre agriculteur Honorable Johnson Jaigo a encouragé mon tête monde pour prendre l'avantage faciliter l'eau là qui gouvernement mettait en aide banque là pour planter. Honorable Jaigo c'est qu'à parler à un meeting qui prend place à Guabe Lady Simen Sala. Honorable Jaigo aussi parlait contre 6 mois là, yon moun sa oueste sans payer. Ministre agriculture là dit planter qui a l'âge yo c'est pas un problème pour taper l'on ça là. Premier ministre Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit remercier toute cette communauté Caraïbe là pour support là yo offert pendant un protest qui prend place à Dominique à sur le 7 février. Protest ça là c'est organisé par opposition la United Workers Party et puis Freedom Party Dominique. Pendant un meeting communauté Caraïbe, Premier ministre a dit situation là à contrôle et puis investigation qui prend place et puis moun qui était en affaire protest là qui joignent justice. Il fait yo savent tout Dominique qui remercier yo et puis il content yo ka Dubout et puis Dominique. Et puis finalement, pendant un forum secteur privé, Premier ministre Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit expliquait que le gouvernement a servi l'argent au programme Citizenship par Investment pour faire un lot de travail en pays là. Honorable Skerrit dit que le gouvernement a mis l'argent au CBI là pour un Vulnerability Fund et puis Banque Eastern Caraïbe là qui a managé Fond Sala. Fond Sala est établi pour répondre plus vite pour désastres naturels. Ça c'est tout pour Nouvelle Creole. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Au revoir.
And that's news. Stay tuned for your tip of the day. Drink more water, low-fat milk, and pure fruit juices. If you regularly drink a lot of sweetened drinks, switch several cups a day of your vice for water or naturally sweetened fruit juice. Standard advice is that we need 8 cups of liquid a day for good health. If you're trying to lose weight, studies show that low-fat milk may help. Of course, natural 100% juice will help you meet your daily fruit vegetable requirements. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I'm Kerdisha St. Thanks for watching.